This is Rob. At least somebody's having fun playing Pokemon. So I'm going back and forth between Control, Death Stranding, and Hollow Knight. Um, Hollow Knight's awesome. I should have took your guys' advice when you guys first played that game. Um, Death Stranding started awesome, but I think it broke me last night. Um, the the idea of hiking in that game and delivering the packages and getting away was really cool. But I got to this one mission where it's a main mission and I had a half an hour to do it. And I don't mean like a half an hour in game, like half an hour real world time. And I barely did it by a minute because I had to, based on the route I can go through, I can cut through a mountain or go the long way. So I went through the mountain and ended up in an area where they're called BTs, and that's the enemies you've seen in the trailer. Um, they can't see you unless you're breathing. So you actually have to like crouch and hold your breath and move slowly. But then you lose your stamina, so you got to breathe again. It's a really tense moment, right? So I finally able to get past that, but I get to the place I had to be with a minute to go, and now the next mission I have to travel 2.2 miles to the next place, carrying pretty much 75 weight capacity. So really, there's nothing. I'm not gonna be able to pick up anything like lost items or anything. I just have to get there, and I think that's it for me. I'm gonna try again this weekend, but I think I get the gist of the game. I can appreciate the game. It's just I can't fathom any walking anymore. I'm only 3 hours in. Yeah, that's why I just like I think I could appreciate what it's doing, but just be like the walk-in part is cool and the strategy behind it, but I just think it's the wrong game for me right now. But I'm gonna give it one more shot. But Control is awesome. Um, Weird story, good shooting. The powers are cool. I know I'm not sure if Tommy sampled it or not, but it's pretty legit. So that game's like 13, 14 hours. So I'm probably gonna run through that this weekend. That's what I said. It's the best, it's the best Bethesda game that they've made in years. Oh my! I updated my computer. Mine's fine. I can see why people would have a problem with it though, because there's three concurrent storylines going on at once. I'm gonna talk about how right Tommy and I were. You, on the other hand, a different story. So I'll go through yours with your scores, and I'll go through me and Tommy because at the moment the final standings are as follows: Tommy and myself each with 3.5, and you with a whopping 1. So Rick, Xbox Scholar announced at E3 and released this year. You got a half a point for that because it was announced, obviously not released, which I called you crazy for, and you're still crazy. All right, one we all got wrong: the Nintendo 64 Classic gets released. That did not happen. Um, you then specifically said that you wanted a Switch XL model. I went back and listened to the podcast. You specifically said it had to be XL, so you got 0 points. Um, then you said that Zelda, Pikmin, Metroid, or Super Mario Maker 2 would come out. You only got Super Mario Maker 2, so you got a quarter of a point for that. Yeah. No SNES Remix, 0 points. GTA Vice announced, 0 points. Rocksteady announcement, 0 points. Splinter Cell released reboot, 0 points. Titanfall 3, so close but so far, 0 points. And then you decided to name 4 Smash Brother characters coming: Edric, Crash, Banjo, Waluigi. You did get Banjo, so you got a quarter of a point. Oh, I'm sorry. So you got, yeah, but okay, I'll give it to you. You got 1.25 points then. Well, at least this one, I think that it's a little hard to figure out who might be coming actually, so that'd be interesting. Anyway, so myself, I said Mario Kart 9 would be released, 0 points. Um, I said Xbox unveils next system, Scarlet, before Sony, not released till 2020, full point for that. I also said Nintendo 64 Classic, 0 points. I said Call of Duty Blackout would go free, 0 points. Still surprised that actually didn't happen. I said a new Switch would be released, so I got a full point because on the podcast, me and Tommy both got that. We both said either be XL or a light type version. Surprisingly, I also said at least 3 more Wii U ports would come to Switch, and it was only the one. It was only the Mario World Collection. I didn't look to see anything else, which I was surprised at. I think there needs to be more ports. I said Last of Us would miss 2019, so that's a full point. I said Pokemon would slip out of 2019. I was close, but it didn't happen. I said the PS5 would be announced at PSX. I was wrong, 0 points. And then I said loot box or not purchases would get government regulated or attention on government. Legislation got introduced offshore, overseas. There's regulation. I gave myself a half a point, which brings me to 3.5 points. And then Tommy, hopes and prayers over here for Tommy. Animal Crossing, late summer 2019. Wrong. Metroid Prime, gameplay footage and release date. Wrong. Info on new Xbox, that was correct. You got a full point. Info on updated Switch, full point. Also, Nintendo 64 Classic, 0 points. He said there'd be a new rare game with a classic franchise, 0 points. Persona 5 Switch, I went back and listened. You said it had to. That was released. That was announced before. They showed the trailer this past year. They announced that in 2018. Yeah. Dragon Quest DLC for the Smash. You got that full point. Persona 5 for the Switch. I went back and listened. You said it had to be Persona 5 proper. That's not what's coming out. So 0 points. Here's actually the debate, which gave Tommy the win in 2 seconds. So Final Fantasy VII still won't get a release date. It did get a release date of March. Here's the interesting one. I think actually I gave you a half a point, but this might be a full point. Tommy mentioned that there'd be a new Marvel game for Sony. However, listen to the podcast. He said that it would be like the Spider-Man game. What got announced was Iron Man VR. So I gave him a half a point for that. Yeah, so Tommy and I finished at 3.5 points apiece. So not bad. Why don't you kick us off then for shits and giggles? So I have something similar to that. I actually said the Xbox Series X would be $500 and the PS5 would come out at $400. And I have these on text too. I'll email you after the show. $800? Because of Earthworm Jim, right? So for scoring purposes, what do you mean by console of the year? Go for it, Rick. I'll go. I'll go. So yeah, so I had decided that I'm not going to say the N64 Classic is coming because it's not going to come. But what will come is that the Nintendo 64 games will release on Nintendo Switch Online. Yeah, but I think it would like the item itself would sell well, but it goes back to I don't think they have a solution for the controller issue, um, which would legitimately be bigger than the actual system itself. So, um, go for it. Yes, yes, yes. That to me is I don't think that's a good reason. I I also just don't I don't think they would go ahead and lock that behind a high end system though. The N64 releases. Well, I'm also going to chime in really quick. I say that they do announce the Switch Pro. It doesn't come out this year though. So that puts I have three so far. I think Bernie has yeah. So Ooh. It's not so far fetched though. That game came out in 2017. Yeah. We already said the Nintendo 64 Classic wasn't going to come out, but it's not going to stop a Game Boy Classic from being announced. Well, it's the first time we mentioned Game Boy Classic. Yeah, I think it's actually going to happen because well, we didn't do it last year. We both thought it was Nintendo 64 last year. I think it was a conversation I've had this year that we talked about. I mean, 2019. Yeah, but it's official prediction. I'm saying it's announced and released. Yes. Would you buy it? Yeah, I think if they could, it could be something to where the battery isn't doesn't have to last all day. I mean, think about like the Switch battery, how it doesn't last. The screen doesn't need to be super well. And what's that system that's coming out like that's black and sleek? And that's gonna be like 200, right? Like, but now imagine something like packed in that for Nintendo, if they hit like the 150 mark, I think it could sell. I think it could be a combination of both. Actually, I'm not gonna sure which one because the better games are in advance at the end of the day. Oh, Dice is gonna run. That's well. What's his name's taking over Dice now? Yeah. So you're going for 0.15 points apiece here. I think Crash could definitely come, or Spiral. Those two are more likely to me. Fuck that. Is Battletoads that popular? I'd rather see Conquer. So we all have 4 predictions. Where are we at? So a rehash of my prediction from last year, because motherfucker, it needs to happen. Mario Kart 9. God damn it, give me Mario Kart 9. Like seriously, WTF? I don't understand. Christine and I were playing it on He played it on Wednesday, and I can't fathom why they at least. So here's my backup to it. So Mario Kart 9 gets released, or new levels get released for Mario Kart 8 for the Switch. Like something has to happen with that game. I am willing to go for a half a point only for something to happen here because it's ridiculous at this point. Nintendo and their post-launch content is just fucking pitiful, except for Smash Brothers. So you're saying trailer or a screenshot? Release date or release year? Because I mean, just to play devil's advocate, it's not though. I'd say at least you go back because I think if they're gonna release a trilogy this year, I can't fathom four coming out this year as well. Yeah, and saying like 2021. Sure. So, bit of a safe one also for me. Uh, PlayStation Now and PlayStation Plus is going to get rolled into one package like Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. I think it's a pretty safe bet. They've added more games to download. They're testing things in the water, and they just need to compete with what Microsoft's doing. So I feel they're going to have a one price fits all model like Xbox Live Ultimate or whatever it's called. As like a possible package. So you have each one standalone and then one that you can pay for both at the same time. Give me Super Mario Land 2. That's one of your other predictions? Oh. So Tommy, which one, if they were going to redo that, what game do you prefer? Yeah, it's just personal. Yeah. Yep. Did it really? So Super Mario Land 2. I'm not talking about Super. I said Super Mario Land, not Super Mario World. Super Mario Land 2. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Speaking of good deals, I paid 5 cents. I've been paying 5 cents a day for my Xbox Ultimate. It's still working. It started. It literally started yesterday. Let me go last. I want to do 7 and 8 kind of back to back, and there's a reason for it. 2020 is going to be a year of redemption for EA. So first, prediction 7, we are going to get a Mass Effect remaster, the original. And all right, so my last one as we get to Bernie's thing is Anthem is going to fully relaunch also. I am believing in that game, but in a good way. I think it could be done. Like not No Man's Sky-ish. I know like I'm thinking something like Final Fantasy 14 type thing where it was awful and then it became good, and all stories and rumors are pointing them to actually still putting resources behind this. So will the relaunch be good or bad? Don't know, but it's going to relaunch in some fashion, going free to play, and the content is supposed to. Anthem is going to undergo a change in 2020. Ooh, that'd be cool. That was already announced. That's part of the season package. Yeah, the last the fourth and final piece come out is story content. Yes, Yami, you will have to buy the season pass. Are you saying they're going to announce it, release it, or? Got it. I hope you get a very nice full point for that. You- Do you think Konami's gonna let them do a remake? That'd be interesting if Konami actually lets go of the reins of that. So pretty safe. I'm not sure what game's gonna come, but an additional Xbox exclusive game is going to make its way onto the Switch, a la Cuphead or Ori. And it could be Ori 2 towards the end of the year. I'm not sure what game it's going to be, but something else is going to come to the Switch because Xbox and Nintendo love each other right now. Or even like, I would like to see the Rare Replay collection make its way to Switch. That'd be sick. I take that. In all fairness, the Death Stranding came out pretty quick. It took 3 years. Now, question: This next project count as a movie or a game? Okay, he says he wants to make movies. All right, so my my final prediction. We all know Ghost of Tsushima is the final PS4 exclusive before the PS5 hits, and it is going to have a under 70 Metacritic score. Yeah, I under 70 Metacritic just means it's just going to be fine. Like why out of everything that Sony has ever done with all their games, they've always by this point shown some serious gameplay for a game that's now 8 to 9 months away for the most part, August, September. And they showed one little clip of it, and the rest has just been in really pretty cutscenes for the most part. So they didn't delay it to PS5, so I'm worried about the game. I want it to be good. I could use a cool Bushido Blade Animusha type game. I just don't know if it's gonna be good or not. Captain Marvel was a pretty bad movie. I don't know about that. That's the problem. It's just gonna be fine. That's it. It's gonna be fine. Peace.